Clink, clink. Hello, welcome back to All About Rava, where it's all about me. And it's a key today. It's literally just us talking shit and giving you a quick update about where we're at. We just finished recording a podcast episode. Woo! My hope is that I'm able to upload it as soon as possible. But you know how that goes. We are trying our best not to put any timeline on our work because it does constrict us and our creativity. I am not someone who does well with limitations, I don't believe. Maybe in some aspects of my life, but not in this one. I really have to be self-motivated when I'm creating all of this content and putting it out there. So we're doing our best to remove all of the guardrails, but also make sure that we are honoring our process. We don't really know what our process looks like. We don't really know what our process is. We can't conceptualize what the hell we are doing with this world. And when I speak about our world, I'm really speaking about this multimedia project that I'm currently investing a lot of time and effort into and money. This isn't free, at least not to me. But you have this for free, so the least you can do is subscribe. Please share it with whoever you think might enjoy my content. Give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down. Give me a little something. Give me a little something. Anyway, I am finding my footing. I don't know to what. I don't know what the path is leading me to, but I'm on it. I'm keeping my head up, and I'm making sure that I'm doing the work. This is part of me doing the work. Making sure that I'm recording content, I'm recording a little something here and there, and hopefully I'm able to create something worthwhile, meaningful, something that you are able to enjoy on the other side. I have this contention with my family that I don't necessarily want to talk about in too much detail, but it is part of my journey, and it would behoove me to really talk from experience because that's all I know to talk about. That's all I know how to articulate is my experience. But oftentimes I don't feel very supported, and I do believe it's because of the ways that I present myself. You know, I grew up to be very independent, hyper independent at that. I grew up having to figure out all of my problems and the problems of those around me. Being the firstborn to immigrant parents, you know, that weight is very hefty. That weight is very hefty. That weight is very hefty. And so I'm here in the dark, trying to figure out what the hell to do with my time. And as I am building a structure without any instructions, without a map, I find it very daunting to keep my fear and my anxieties at bay. I don't know about you, but creating your own path is not easy. I mean, if it were easy, I think everybody would do it. But we've never chosen the easy way out. That's not true. We prefer to choose a challenging road, but when you live in a capitalist society that requires you to survive, that requires money to survive, it's easy to choose what's already there, to go along with the script. And I no longer want to do that. I no longer want to do the thing that is the most comfortable, that is the most easy. And so here we are. And I wonder, for you, whoever's watching out there, whoever's watching this mess, I don't know. What do you do when you find yourself in complete and total darkness and there's no clarity on the road ahead? What do you do? Do you masturbate? Probably. I mean, I do. I try to distract myself with sex. I distract myself with recreational leafies, if you know what I'm talking about. The green monster. She's my favorite. She brings me lots of joy. But I'm also trying to remove the distractions because these distractions, what they do is that they take me away from my creativity and then they don't allow me to think thoroughly or articulate well. And in order to do this job, or in order to create in this way, you need all of those skills. So what do? You have to choose to not numb yourself. You have to choose to dedicate yourself to your ambitions, to your dreams, to what brings you joy and brings you happiness. And I don't know what makes me happy right now. I'm going to be so for real with you. There are activities that keep me sane, like going to the gym, going on walks with my dog, cleaning my apartment, making sure that my adult administrative paperwork is up to standard, up to par. but I don't know that they bring me joy. And I'm redefining what joy and happiness means to me. And until I find my footing in this world, until I'm able to conceptualize, and after conceptualizing, materializing this world, after I materialize this world, I then believe I will find a sense of happiness, a sense of security. Until then, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to describe happiness as. I'm doing everything that I can. I am talking to my network to see if there are any odd jobs. I am making sure that I reduce my financial expenses. Oh, and that I do things for free or at a low cost, which is very difficult when you live in New York City. I have ambitions, I have dreams of being known, and not being known for the conventional things, right? I don't care for the conventional, I don't care for the mainstream, but I do have a message for people. I have a message for you who's watching on the other side of this. Life is yours to make what you want with it. I don't know how to give you the guidance or the map of how to get there, but I know that you have to follow your heart. And if something's not making you happy, if something is soul sucking you and draining you of your life force energy, redundancy is honestly always needed, then it's up to you to do something about it. I know it's not easy. Trust me, I know. I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy to go out there and have to pay to live. You got a water bill, you got electricity, you got to pay for this expensive ass rent, this food that ain't shit, and you still got to pay for it. Especially if you're living in America in 2025, girl, good luck. It is hard out there. However, will you choose to be angry every single moment of your day? Or will you use gratitude as a tool to fortify yourself? Are you going to be sad every second of every minute? Because it is very sad to be out here. Or are you going to try to find the nuggets of joy that make this life worth living? I have found that throughout the little time that I've been on this planet, which has not been too long, 3 decades, just about, that focusing on the negative will only result in negativity. Duh. Something so simplistic is the actual truth. I have also found that focusing on truth, focusing on integrity also allows you to be your fullest self. And if you are a lying ass bitch, I'm not saying that I'm not. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I am saying if you are a lying ass bitch and you're consistently lying to yourself and to other people around you, you will never be free. And in order to be a happy and content person in this life, you have to stop lying. Stop your lying. Stop your bullshit. Embody the person who you are and live unapologetically. Stop people pleasing. Stop people pleasing. You're people pleasing at the expense of yourself. You're dishonoring yourself. You're disrespecting your needs. And then you become this person that you don't even recognize because you have done everything and anything for everybody but you. And you have thought that that was okay. And maybe you were taught this as a child, and maybe you were constructed as a human to do that. But as an adult, you have the responsibility to move beyond that. And yes, therapy helps, right? But therapy can only get you so far. You have to have the individual motivation and the individual will to change yourself into something that you want to be, into something that you envision. Don't become the person that other people tell you to be. It's an unhappy life. I'm sure a lot of us have done that. I'm sure you have done it because I have done it. I've done a lot of people pleasing. I've done a lot of adjusting my attitude, my tone, my thoughts, my perspectives to make others happy, to not rile people up. Because I'd rather have peace than to have conflict. But I'm going to tell you another thing. Avoiding conflict is ruining your fucking life. Is ruining your life. Avoiding conflict is ruining your life. And you have to think about it like this. You are afforded a certain amount of time on this planet. You don't have much of it. If you're like me, maybe you do. Just talking out of my ass. But You don't have a lot of time. And are you going to use that time people pleasing and becoming someone who you don't even care to be? Especially when you now know better. You watching this video know you know better. Be a better version of who you are every single day. Not because someone else tells you to, not because you think it's the right thing to do, but because you want to, because your heart tells you, yes, this is a thing that I need to be doing. If you want to sing, oh my God, sing, girl. Sing your heart out. If you want to dance, if you want to go party and dance and you're not doing it to distract yourself and to keep you from your responsibilities, go dance. You have to follow your heart's desire, but you can't keep following the impulses that drive you to nothingness. Dedicate yourself to becoming who you want to be. Dedicate yourself to integrity. Do not shy away from conflict. Find resolution in your fight with other people. Challenge the narrative that you have been given. Challenge the script that you so willingly chose to accept. You don't always have to go with the same story that you've been given. The story of your father, the story of your mom, your familial story, the story of your generation. You don't have to follow it. You can choose a different course. And this is the message that I have for all of you. And I hope to provide education in the future. I hope to provide insight. I hope to provide a different perspective. And I hope that you feel that you're not alone on this journey. That you have a comadre, a compadre contigo always here, giving you the voice that you need to hear. Be yourself. And move with love and move with integrity. Until next time. Ciao.